Mother, ugh. What's that?
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey. What's up, guys? I know, I'm in my PJs. I didn't get ready for you guys today. I'm sorry, my cheeks are red. You know, the whole nines. And in this fancy glass with stew, I'm going to have some Synergy raw, organic and raw, divine grape kombucha. I'm going to give kombucha another try. Are you supposed to shake it? And we have kosher full sour pickles. You ever have those, Strups? Oh, let's have one now. Alright. A lot of people commented, not trolls, not haters, those two, but normal people, that I shift my eyes a lot. I always do that. It comes from whenever, like, I'm playing with BB, like, not play fighting, but, like, you know, I act fake mad or whatever. You know how you do that? You try to be all fake mad. Well, most girls are, like, all coy and cute about it, but I'm like... I do a weird face. I don't know why. Anyway, huge spoon. I don't want the fruit flies coming after me. Red's bad for you. I wrote down some weird facts about me, so don't forget. You ever buy something after the fact and then look at the price and you're like, $9.95? And you're like, why did I pay that? Well, that's me right now. Weird things about me. 1, I like the smell of weird things. Whiteout. Oh my god. I had to stop buying it because I was like, it wasn't like, you know, addicted and huffing whiteout in the back of the yard at school, but I don't know, the smell of whiteout, it's like permanent marker, you know? Cat heads. I smell my cat's head probably about 20 times a day. If they're laying down and they're unsuspecting, I creep up behind them and I sniff their heads. I love the smell of cat. I don't know what it is, especially the head part. Some types of BO. I know this sounds gross at first, but think about it. That musky man sweat smell. Not like the strong oniony kind, but like the pheromone, like, animal smell. Pencil shavings. I don't know. I love the smell of fresh pencil shavings. So, I actually got caught once. You know how every classroom has like that, I don't know, community pencil sharpener on the wall, and you go and sharpen your pencil? In French it's called an aiguisoir. And every time I would sharpen my pencil, I would give the little hole a sniff. And one day the teacher caught me and was like, "Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Chantal?" Like, what are you doing, Chantal? This is weird, but you know when you open a fresh bag of plain original flavored Lay's chips? That smell, it kind of smells like fart. I like that smell. Alright, 2. Am I going to tell you guys about this or no?
Yes.
I talked to myself out of boredom on the toilet. I actually once pretended I was in like a romance movie. I was like rehearsing my lines. I'm not kidding. Or I'll just like talk about, I don't know, I just talk to myself sometimes when I'm bored on the toilet. And you know, sometimes you forget your phone. But you know what, to be honest, this is kind of weird also. I don't bring my phone into the bathroom with me often because if I'm texting while going to the washroom, you know, text, you know what I mean? I feel like they can see me through the phone somehow. I told you it was weird. 3 is Army. So I stole this from my old job. I've had this guy for about 10 years. His name is Army. When I was working at the call center, I'd walk by him every day. They had him perched in the middle of the aisles. And Army the Armadillo. And he's Army, so, you know, camouflage or whatever. So, and he's armored, so really perfect name for him. And I just was so amazed at how cute his claws are. Full of cat hair right now. His claws are so cute, and nobody paid attention to him. Sometimes they would kick him around. And I thought, you know what, if you're going to abuse Army, I'm stealing him. So before the place, you know, so before I left there, I stole him. Call the cops, I don't care. No one noticed. When I was a kid, I used to have weird crushes. More pickles. Always more pickles. And my arm fat's showing and I'm not hiding it. So when I was a kid, Jason Voorhees, in case you don't know, he's the killer, like, with a machete from Friday the 13th. He always wore a mask. So I think it was like, he's this big, intimidating guy with a mask. And he was picked on and misunderstood. But then in the episode, in the one movie where they show his face, after that I was like, yeah, never mind. You know, a scarred face I could get past, but worms coming out, no. The Ninja Turtles. Honest to God, and this is such a fat girl answer, but, or fat kid answer, but I think I like the Ninja Turtles because they were so obsessed with pizza. And I was like, me too. The Goblin King from Labyrinth, David Bowie. Sole reason, those tight gray jogging pants. The whole package made me really curious about the male sex at that age. And the Dark Crystal, for those of you who, you know, 80s babies. You know that, not the male one, but the female one. She seems so gentle, and who doesn't like a hot blonde, you know? This is so good. Want another bite? Hurry, or the fruit flies will get it. 5. As a kid, I egged someone's house. So I don't know, it was like the thing, you know, kids being bad. I heard some kids bragging about egging someone's house at school, so I decided to do it. And I called the cops on myself. So this nice female officer came over, gave me a lecture. 6. I'm OCD about things like positions, like in the car, like the rear view mirror has to be positioned just so the volume on the radio has to be a certain number. It has to be an uneven number other than 13. I'm very superstitious. It's weird. 7. This is just a fact. I learned that my mom, if she wasn't going to call me Chantal, she was going to name me Robin or Stephanie. You guys think those names suit me? 8. I sometimes spend way too much time on Wikipedia hitting random article. Like just before filming here, I was doing that. And I was like, hey, that's kind of weird. Maybe not to some. It's good to learn, but... before this, I was reading about bacterial vaginosis. Apparently, it's the most common STD. Well, not really an STD. I mean, it's just a common issue with, you know, females. So this is another fact about me. But I cut my finger open. It's really chubby. Right here on this finger here, I don't know if you can see a scar. I have no feeling in this finger because I cut through a nerve, I guess. When I was volunteering around Canada, I had to put out, are they called waders? I don't know. These things on to go around into the water and build brush mats along the stream. And I fell in the water. And I got up and I looked at my finger and I cut it open and there was like a branch under the water. And I cut it open and I was like, oh my god, I started freaking out. I passed out. Like just briefly, you know, like, because like seeing my own blood or injuries, I'm a wimp. So, I'm 10. 10 is a pet peeve. And I'm sure it's for a lot of you, but don't you hate when you take the time to write a long ass text and all you get back is, okay. Men, I learned to accept it. Men are very, at least a lot of men, just can't be bothered, you know. Women are more wordy in general. And if it's from a friend, you know that they're pissed. And that pisses me off because they're being passive aggressive. Which I have been, I'm not gonna lie. So I know myself when it happens, but no. Instead of just coming out and telling you there's a problem, they just write okay, you know. They want you to fish while they're mad and you know what I mean? There's no meat in the stew. It's called vegan stew. Do you want to try a bite? It's really good. It's not vegetable gumbo.
They're gonna see, Sam. They're gonna see what you do, Sam. What you do, Sam? You know what you do, Sam? Sam. Aw. He left because... Ta-da! You disrupted our cuddle session, BB Chance. Are you gonna cuddle me? Come here, pretty girl. Pretty girl. Are you here for round 2, Sam? You came back, didn't you, Sam? Oh. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. B-boys.
Oh my god, my butt's sticking to the chair.
I hate summer.
When winter comes, I'm so excited when it's like 40 below for summer to come because I like wearing flip-flops all year long and my toes get freezing when it's when there's 30 centimeters of snow. But yeah, I don't like the sticky, the sweaty. The subject of this video is I made a list of 10 weird facts about me, and I might make this into a series. Let me know if you like it. I think I'm a very strange person. I think we all have like quirky things. If you were to just sit down and make a list of things that just think of things about you that you could write down, and some of them are probably strange. And if you're a YouTuber and you want to do this, I guess it could be a tag, like a weird facts about me tag. Please do it. I would love to watch your videos. All right, so let's get to mine. This here, I wrote it in my handbook for the recently diseased. Number 1, I can't scream. And I realized this one yesterday when Bibi and I were watching the new Ghostbusters movie, and there was a man who screamed, and I'm like, can I scream? I don't know, I haven't screamed. So I tried screaming, and I can't scream. It's so odd. I'm like, I should be able to scream, right? 2, I'm only attracted to Chris Evans, Captain America, the actor who plays Captain America, with a beard. I've seen him in all his other movies or whatever, and he did nothing for me. With a beard, in the most recent movie I've seen him in, it was just like, I think it was the Infinity War movie. I was just like, wow, he's really handsome. Number 3, I prefer odd numbers over even numbers, and I know a lot of people are very obsessive compulsive when it comes to odd and even numbers, and a lot of people prefer even numbers, and I actually prefer odd numbers, especially the number 3. As an example, don't you find the number 3, like a trio of things, more satisfying somehow than the number 4? I don't know what it is, that's just me. 4, I dislike pop music only because it is popular. That's the only reason I can really think of that I hate it so much. When I listen to like a top 40 radio that plays all the pop hits, I roll my eyes every song, and it puts me in a bad mood. I don't know if it's just like I like to be contrary on purpose, but I don't like pop music because it's popular. 5, I hate social media. I hate it, which is why I'm so back up on all my messages. I just don't like social media. I never did, even before doing YouTube. I like the whole like turn on a camera and talk to it, but I don't like, and I do like interacting with a lot of you for sure, but for some reason I don't like other social media outlets. Like I don't mind YouTube, but I don't know, I just don't really like social media. Number 6, I like being alone. Maybe that has something to do with number 5, but I don't know, but I love being alone, and I've discovered that a lot recently. A lot of people will comment, you know, like, you're alone all the time, why don't you go out and socialize, see your friends? And I do have a lot of friends, but I overall really just like being alone. I like going for walks alone. I like reading alone. I always had a lot of friends when I was a kid too. I had like a few best friends. I was never like a really huge social butterfly or anything, but I always like just, my favorite thing to do as a kid was, like I said, going under my favorite tree and just daydreaming and reading my books. That was what I loved to do as a kid. 7, I prefer being really cold over really hot. And I say this might, I'm sure there's a lot of you that are like that, but it might be because of my weight. But even when I was smaller, even as a kid, I just always remember liking to be cold over hot, and being too hot makes me feel ill. Maybe that's why. Number 8, I do not like Neapolitan ice cream. I really don't like it. I don't understand how people like it. It's just, I don't like how it's 3 of the most boring ice cream flavors. I actually prefer odd numbers, especially the number 3. As an example, don't you find the number 3, like a trio of things, more satisfying somehow? Number 9 is very disturbing, and you are probably gonna think I'm crazy. Well, anyway, I can't argue that. So, remember whenever like Motorola had those flip phones? I think one of my first phones ever, might have been like, you know, early 2000s, I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember the exact year, but I had a flip phone, Motorola flip phone, and then whenever, you know, that became outdated, I bought a new cell phone, so I decided to sell that one on Kijiji. Well, for like the whole 2 years that I've had this flip phone, it had like record audio, and I was bored, and I'm immature, and I really liked to record my farts so I could play them back and laugh, especially the loud ones. And for like 2 years, I had recorded files of all my farts, and whenever I sold my phone, I forgot to delete those audio files. So whoever purchased that phone, whenever they got to the audio files, they would have discovered 2 years worth of recorded farts. And number 10, last but not least, I don't even know why I thought about this, but I secretly like the song Every Time by Britney Spears.
I dislike pop music only because
How are you? So I just thought that I would do a grocery haul today, and I want to talk to you guys about something as well. So I just picked up some staples, I guess. So I picked up 30 eggs. 30 eggs, because all of us in this house eat a lot of eggs. So I guess that's it for today, for the grocery haul. So I just wanted to say that I did watch, and I'm going to say I'm not doing this video for attention or for views. I'm doing this with a serious intent and to be helpful, and for myself as well, because I need the help too. So I'm not doing it to use Amberlynn's name. I do talk to her, and I did tell her I was going to make this video and for her to watch it, so she will be watching it. So if you see edits, it's because I either have to pick my nose, which is super itchy, sneeze, burp, fart, something. All right, so basically I watched Amberlynn's newest video, the shrimp mukbang, and I realized that that was me a few days ago with my mukbangs, and we were talking about it, and yes, we were frustrated that people seem to only support us when we're doing well. And I had time to really think about that, and kind of put myself in the viewer's shoes, and my whole perspective kind of changed on that. Because whether we like it or not, viewers get invested in us on a personal level. And even though, yes, a lot of them will troll us or say mean things, a lot of them actually are invested. And once you share that you have all, you come on camera, like for me, I've come on camera so many times, crying, expressing how much this food addiction is tearing my life apart, etc. Once you share those things and people know that you have all of these health issues, to then go back to eating copious amounts of junk food or just junk food and on camera after that, it just doesn't work. Like Obese to be said in his video, I completely agree with that. Even if I agree that you could technically, some people could technically lose weight and still do mukbangs, because yes, you could just count it as your calories. It's not healthy, and it probably is a lot harder. Somebody with food addiction can't do it. But even if you could do it, lose weight and still mukbang, people don't want to see that. People don't want to see somebody with health issues and crying about food addiction and all of their problems and then going, it doesn't mix. So I see that now. I think I was in a relapse when that happened, and I was just in complete denial. And I want to put on a challenge for Amberlynn and I. And I say this, Amberlynn, because we have very similar audience. You have more of an audience, so you even have more chance of success. I mean, more benefit to success because you have a larger audience. You know, we have similar problems. People see us as the same person sometimes because we have very similar struggles, and a lot of our habits are the same with food and the way we treat our addiction, etc. And we, you know, get recommended in the same, like if I watch one of your videos, my videos are recommended and vice versa. So I think that we could benefit from helping each other out. And I think that the more support and the more tools in the toolbox we have, the more successful chance we have of being successful.
Because I need the help too. So I'm not doing it to use Amberlynn's name.
I think that for us, it's more than just picking a diet and trying to stick to it. I think that we do need to do that, but I think that if you can get some kind of help, that would be great. If you can see a weight loss doctor, go to a weight loss clinic, see a therapist, some kind of treatment, you know? And if you're not ready for that, then at least I've seen a weight loss doctor. And I'm more than willing to share all the information I have from them with you. And we could do it together or make some kind of like challenge out of it, because our audience is watching us. And right now a lot of people see us as a joke. In the weight loss community, we're probably jokes or whatever. A lot of people understand us, but a lot of people do see us as a joke or whatever. So let's prove them wrong. I say, let's prove them wrong. Let's talk to each other. Let's get some kind of plan going, and let's just try it for like a whole week to start. 7-day challenge with this diet, this doctor's plan. And you have so many journals. I have journals. Let's use them. Make a list, make a grocery list, go through the booklet that I sent you the screenshots of, make a food plan based on that, go to a grocery, and like I just did, we'll start whenever you're ready.
Well, I'm starting now because I have my groceries, but
let's do it. Let's just freaking do it. You know, I'm here for you, and I know you're there for me, like if I need to talk to you, because we understand each other. So let's do this. Let's honestly prove everyone wrong. Like seriously.
I feel like a pig, but you know what? Oink, oink.